Hello, and welcome to our video, Understanding Your ACT Aspire Student Score Reports. In this video, we will begin with an overview of the goals of the ACT Aspire Summative Assessment System. Then, we will explain all of the information available in the two ACT Aspire score reports that you will receive, the Current Progress Report and the Supplemental Scores Report. Please keep in mind that the reports shown in this video are prototypes only. The student information and data shown is sample data and does not represent the performance of any actual students. Your ACT Aspire reports may look different from these prototype reports. As you view this video series, remember that all of the information discussed here is provided in even greater detail in the Planning Guide for Students titled Understanding Your ACT Aspire Results. Both English and Spanish language versions of the guide are available on the ACT Aspire website at the URL on your screen. This guide will be a valuable resource as you study your ACT Aspire summative reports. Let's begin by reviewing the goals of ACT Aspire. ACT Aspire is a longitudinal assessment system that measures student growth toward college and career readiness from the elementary grades, beginning in grade 3, through early high school. Given that we know that learning gaps emerge early and become harder to remediate as students approach middle school and high school, the importance of being on target for college and career readiness beginning in grade 3 is critical to having all students graduate from high school ready for college, career, and workplace training opportunities. ACT Aspire offers the exciting opportunity to help you get on target early. The ACT has long been a valued measure of students' college and career readiness and is typically taken by students in their 11th or 12th grade years as they prepare to apply for post-secondary opportunities. The ACT College Entrance Test anchors ACT Aspire to ensure that it provides an accurate picture of student readiness in prior grades leading up to the ACT. ACT Aspire's modular system of 5 achievement tests assesses the same areas as the ACT: English, mathematics, reading, science, and writing. Regardless of the path you might choose following graduation, ACT Aspire provides valuable information on your readiness for college, career, and workplace training options. The ACT readiness benchmarks in grades 3 through 10 were created to align with the existing ACT college readiness benchmarks. Students who meet or exceed the readiness benchmarks are on target for college readiness by the time they take the ACT test. To provide early insight into college readiness, ACT Aspire results in grades 9 and 10 also include predicted ACT composite scores and subject scores. In addition to measuring academic college readiness, ACT Aspire also provides information on career readiness linked to the ACT National Career Readiness Certificate. ACT Aspire scores in grades 8, 9, and 10 include a Progress Toward Career Readiness indicator, which shows if students are on track to developing the knowledge and skills necessary to succeed in the workforce. Between the ACT readiness benchmarks in early grades and the enriched indicators in later grades, ACT Aspire provides a rich and aligned picture of your growth toward college and career readiness. Now let's begin reviewing the information on the score reports. You will receive 2 ACT Aspire summative score reports, the Current Progress Report and the Supplemental Scores Report. Both reports have a student information section at the top of the report, showing a quick summary of your name, grade level, school district, date of birth, and student ID number. The report title is located next to the student information section in the top right-hand corner of the report. Please keep in mind when interpreting these scores that scores on any assessment, including ACT Aspire, contain uncertainty. These scores are estimates, not precise measures of educational achievement. A student's actual achievement could be higher or lower than the scores shown due to measurement error. To understand how you performed on ACT Aspire, first review the Current Progress Report. This report shows your progress toward college and career readiness across tested subjects. On the Current Progress Report, begin by looking at the left side of the body of the report. For each subject tested, which is determined by your school, district, or state, a longitudinal progress graph is presented. In our example, Fifth grade student Benjamin Smith took all 5 ACT Aspire tests. Subjects will be listed in order from highest to lowest performing. The report may be more than 1 page long, depending on the number of tests taken. Let's begin by considering Benjamin's performance in English on the first page of the report. There are a few things we can observe about Benjamin's English performance. First, you will see his 3-digit scale score. Just like your teachers turn quiz and test scores into grades, ACT Aspire takes the number of points you earned on a test and translates it into a number. In Benjamin's case, his scale score is 414. To understand what this number means, first look at his scale score relative to the ACT Readiness benchmark of 419, shown along the green line on the graph. Students who score at or above this benchmark are on target to meet ACT's college readiness benchmarks in the 11th grade. Benjamin scored a 414, so he is a little below the benchmark. Your score for each subject will fall into one of 3 ACT readiness levels: ready, close, or in need of support. Benjamin falls into the close range. You can also see how his performance compared to the national average of 429. But this report does not just show Benjamin's performance at a single point in time. On this same graph, you can see Benjamin's 2-year predicted path. The orange cone projects where his scores for the next 2 years of assessments will likely fall, based upon expected growth rates. Notice that the prediction is a range, not a specific score. In addition, since in this example Benjamin took ACT Aspire in the 2 previous years, you can look at past performance and see that he has fallen into the close range over the last 2 years. While this data will not be on the reports you received this fall, since it is the first year of testing, growth information will be available next year as you accumulate multiple years of performance data. On the right side of the report, you can see your skill performance. This section offers more specific information about how you performed in each subject. Several skills, also called reporting categories, are measured for each subject. Let's continue to look at Benjamin's performance in English. For each reporting category or skill, you can see the total points possible, the total points correct, and the percentage correct, and whether you scored within the ACT readiness range, which is shaded in green. You can see that in English, Benjamin scored within the ACT readiness range on production of writing, and below the ACT readiness range on knowledge of language and conventions of standard English. Conventions of standard English was his lowest performing skill, so his score report contains an improvement idea or suggested intervention for this skill. For students who score within the ACT readiness range on their lowest performing skill, an enrichment idea is given instead. Grade 8, 9, and 10 students will receive some additional information on their current progress report that is not included on Benjamin's 5th grade report. If you are in grades 8, 9, or 10, you will receive an ACT Aspire composite score if you tested in all 4 of these subjects: English, Math, Reading, and Science. This score shows your average overall performance across subjects. In addition, students in grades 9 and 10 receive a predicted composite score range on the ACT test, as well as predicted ACT subject score ranges for each subject tested. Predicted ACT scores provide you with early insight into your readiness for college, career, or workplace training. This is the time for you to further improve your knowledge and skills before applying to these post-secondary opportunities. Improving your study habits and taking more challenging classes can lead to higher ACT scores. Keep in mind that predicted ACT score ranges are estimates, not guarantees, so you need to keep learning. The current progress report offers a detailed picture of your performance on the ACT Aspire subject tests. The second report, the supplemental scores report, shows how you performed on the additional score measures that are unique to ACT Aspire and offers a more detailed picture of your readiness for college, career, and workplace training opportunities. Let's look at Benjamin's 5th grade supplemental scores report. At the top of the page, Benjamin's national percentile rank is listed for each subject. This shows the percentage of students in the same grade in the nation who received a score that is the same or lower than Benjamin's. The percentile rank allows you to see how your performance compared to students across the country. Moving down the report, you can also see Benjamin's English Language Arts, or ELA, performance. This 3-digit score represents his average performance on the English, reading, and writing tests. If you did not test in all 3 subjects, you will not receive an ELA score on your report. You can see that Benjamin's performance of 413 fell below the ACT readiness range. Benjamin's Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, or STEM score of 432 did fall within the ACT readiness range. The STEM score is the average of his performance on the science and math tests and is only given to students who test in both subjects. Both the ELA and STEM sections include insights about how you can further build your knowledge and skills and improve your readiness for college, career, and workplace training. To the right of the supplemental scores report, you can see Benjamin's progress with text complexity. At this time, the measure provides a simple yes or no statement. This indicates whether you have made sufficient progress in reading the increasingly complex text you will encounter as you further your education and work toward college and career. The insights statement below gives ideas for improvement based on whether you received a yes or no indication, and gives examples of text to demonstrate the appropriate complexity for your grade level. If you are in grade 8 or above and you take the English, reading, science, and math subject tests, you will also receive a Progress Toward Career Readiness indicator on your supplemental scores report. This indicator uses your ACT Aspire composite score to project future levels of achievement on the ACT National Career Readiness Certificate Program. You can learn more about how the NCRC performance relates to job skill requirements at the URL included on the score reports. This brings us to the end of our video on ACT Aspire student score reports. Understanding the information in these reports will help you develop educational plans to meet your goals for the future. Thank you.